Hello, School Health Officers. Thank you so much for what you're doing for students. Right now, I want to tell you about oral rehydration therapy. The reason it's so important for school health officers to be able to provide this really important treatment for kids is because diarrhea is one of the 2 leading causes of death for students that are going to school. It's also true that it's one of the leading causes of death for little kids 5 and under. But we can change that, because the reason people die from diarrhea is because of dehydration. And that's when we get too much fluid out of our body. When somebody starts to get diarrhea, it's really important to provide back the fluids that are lost. And we all know that when a student comes to a school health officer saying, "I have diarrhea," they've probably already pooped 2 or 3 times before they come to you. So I want to show you this really easy way to provide ORT to your students. A lot of people know about those UNICEF and World Health Organization packets of ORT. Guess what? They are really expensive and also really not necessary. You can make your own ORT right at school, and you can also teach parents how to make it at home. That way we can all start treating dehydration and fluid loss before it's a danger. And that's the whole point of this program. So what do? Well, if you've got a kid with diarrhea, let's make them a glass of ORT, oral rehydration therapy. All we need is a cup and a cup of water, which is 250 mLs. I think we all know that this bottle right here is 500 mLs. So you want to pour about half of a bottle like this into your glass. Please remember that you can use any kind of water so long as it's clean. And we clean our water by boiling it for 1 minute, by adding the right amount of bleach, or by using SODIS, which means that you leave this bottle of water on the roof in a sunny day for 6 hours. But right now, with this clean water, we're going to make a glass of ORT. So 250 milliliters is about half of this, right? 500 mLs, 250 is half. So we'll go ahead and pour half in here. There we go. It's right about half. Then, the rest of our recipe is really simple. It's just salt and sugar. It used to be that we thought we needed more salt than sugar to rehydrate properly. Well, it turns out that we actually need more sugar than salt. So you just need a little bit of salt and a little bit more sugar than that. So our salt is right here. And actually, for a glass of ORT, you don't even need a teaspoon for the salt. You just need to put in a little pinch, about that much. ORT, when it's made right, tastes almost like tears. That's the idea. You're replacing the own fluids in your body. Then we need a little sugar. Okay, the sugar that we need for 1 glass is 2 or 3 teaspoons of sugar. Here's a teaspoon. You can use the metal ones at home, that's just fine. And it's okay if it's a little bit heaping. So here's 1. Here's 2. And if you've got a little kid, you might want to put in a little extra. You also can use broth or the water from rice or the water from cooking oats. Any starchy liquid works just as well as regular water. So you can see this little mixture down at the bottom. All you do is stir it up until it dissolves, which is going to take a minute. It takes a little bit longer with this sugar that we have, that most people have around here, because it's bigger crystals, so it takes a little bit longer for it to dissolve. And when it's fairly dissolved, you're done. And now you can go ahead and drink it. That actually tastes really good. I recommend that every school health officer make and drink their own glass of ORS. This has way less sugar in it than a cup of Coke, and it's way more healthy. So this is a really easy thing to do with your students when they come to you with a headache, heat exhaustion, diarrhea, being exhausted from walking a long way to school. A glass of ORS will make everybody feel better, including me.